physicians, you will add to the body of knowledge that we have that results in great health care, and you will care for many, many people. So congratulations, all of you. Thank you. We are very pleased today to welcome a number of very special guests. First, we are honored to welcome Dr. Alan Costa, a member of the New Jersey Medical School class of 1990 and chair of the Rutgers University Board of Trustees. Dr. Costa will address you later in the program. Additionally, from the Board of Trustees, we welcome Dr. Unique Lecadre. We also have with us today Dr. Brian Strong, the Chancellor of Rutgers Biomedical Health Sciences, and Dr. Strom will also address you later today. Accompanying him is Dr. Patricia Fitzgerald-Bacarsley, the RBHS Provost for Newark and a professor in our own Department of Pathology, Immunology, and Laboratory Medicine. To lead us later in the program in the Military Oath of Office, we welcome Lieutenant Andre Lewis of the United States Navy. And of course, we welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Jason Chien, an alumnus of the New Jersey Medical School of 1994. And he's celebrating his 30th graduation from New Jersey Medical School. We also join with the class of 1974 in celebrating their 50th anniversary. In addition to the list of notable guests, we include the Rutgers University Foundation, people from the University Hospital, New Jersey Health Foundation, New Jersey Alumni Association, New Jersey Board of Advisors, and administration of Rutgers University, our partner schools, and individuals from our major clinical affiliates. Now, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the women and men who are responsible for guiding you throughout your medical education. To our faculty, chairs, administration, and staff in the New Jersey Medical School, your dedication and expertise has provided our graduates with the essential skills and support they need to achieve excellence in medicine. So faculty, thank you and congratulations. Today's procession was led by our gonfalonier, Dr. Pamela Rameshwar, and our Rutgers flag bearer was Dr. Paolo Beccario. Dr. Rameshwar and Dr. Beccario, please stand. I think Dr. Rameshwar is over here, and Dr. Beccario. Now, one of the responsibilities of the dean is to choose the individuals who are honored or designated to carry those very, very heavy flags in the ceremonies. And I'm very pleased that Dr. Rameshwar, who I've known for many, many years, who's now retired and had a distinguished career in New Jersey Medical School. Her research involves adult stem cells, and her innovations have led us to a better understanding of breast cancer and breast cancer cells in the bone marrow. But in addition to that, Dr. Rameshwar is greatly devoted to our students. She has been a mentor and advisor to thousands, maybe hundreds, of students from New Jersey Medical School, and we thank you, we'll miss you, and we thank you for your service today. Thank you. Now, Dr. Beccario is also retiring, and he joined the medical school in the Department of Cell Biology and Molecular Medicine in 2008, serving as an anatomy instructor to countless hundreds of medical students. In addition to being an exceptional instructor, Dr. Beccario was beloved by generations of students he taught. Dr. Beccario, as I said, is already also retiring, and we are grateful for the many years of service to our institution, and we wish you the best in the future. Now, it is now my privilege to welcome to the podium Dr. Alan Costa, an alumnus of New Jersey Medical School, as I said, class of 1990, and the chair of the University Board of Trustees. He'll provide remarks from the board. Dr. Costa?
Good morning. My name is Alan Costa. I am a graduate of the New Jersey Medical class of 1990, and I'm chair of the Rutgers University Board of Trustees. On behalf of the Rutgers University Board of Trustees, it gives me great pleasure to personally congratulate all of you, the Rutgers New Jersey Medical School class of 2024. We are all so proud of you. You have no doubt encountered many challenges during your time at New Jersey Medical School. People in the audience today celebrating your accomplishment have been instrumental in supporting you during your journey to become medical doctors. I would like to take the time for all of us to thank the parents, siblings, spouses, partners, children, grandchildren, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends who are here today. Class of 2024, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all for your help and support. I would like to thank our faculty who have worked to teach our graduates both the art and science of medicine. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you for your commitment to our students. I would like to thank the administration and staff for all of their behind-the-scenes work in bringing these graduates to this moment. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. I would like to thank you, the class of 2024. Thank you for dedicating your lives in service to help the people of our world in this, the most noble of professions. Let's give our graduates a round of applause. Finally, having practiced medicine for over 30 years, and since this is a graduation, I feel obligated to offer you one small piece of advice. You will face some difficult dilemmas during your career in medicine, occupational, financial, and emotional. Sometimes you will feel that there is no right answer. I offer you only this: always put the patient first, and everything else will take care of itself. Today, you are no longer medical students, you are doctors. Let me be among the first to say, congratulations, colleagues, doctors of the Rutgers, New Jersey Medical School class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Costa, for your warm greetings on behalf of the Rutgers Board of Trustees. It is now my honor to welcome to the podium Dr. Brian Strong, Chancellor of Rutgers Biomedical Health Sciences, who will address the class of 24. Dr. Strong?
As always, I have to pull the microphone down. Class of 2024, as we gather today to celebrate your achievements, I'm honored to address you on behalf of the Rutgers Health community. In fact, you are the very first class to graduate with the new Rutgers Health brand name, a name that reflects our vision to provide innovative health education programs and make a lasting difference in the lives of our communities. Today, you stand at the threshold of a new chapter in your journey, one marked by immense potential and profound responsibility. As you prepare to enter the esteemed ranks of the medical profession, it is essential to reflect on the critical role that physicians play in addressing health equity. Health equity lies at the heart of our mission as healthcare providers. It is the principle that every person deserves the opportunity to attain their highest level of health. Yet we recognize that systematic barriers, including socioeconomic disparities, racial injustices, and unequal access to care continue to perpetuate health inequities in our communities. As new physicians, you are uniquely positioned to confront these challenges head-on, and I know that here at Rutgers Health, we have prepared you to do so. Since the very beginning of your time at New Jersey Medical School during the COVID-19 pandemic, you've demonstrated a steadfast determination to serving the most vulnerable among us. Even as you adjusted to new modes of learning, you prioritized service work and philanthropy. From volunteering in underserved communities to leading initiatives aimed at addressing health disparities, you've exemplified the values of empathy, equity, and excellence that define our profession and our missions at Rutgers Health. Consider the remarkable contributions made by your class through projects like Project Recover, Hospital Cuts, and the New Jersey Medical School Community Audiometry Screening Clinic. This class recovered and donated over 1,000 pounds of unused medical supplies, providing them to Ukraine and Sierra Leone, and an additional 200 pounds to the Newark community. You helped establish Hospital Cuts, which was established to provide free haircuts for patients at University Hospital, aiding in their healing process and addressing loneliness. Furthermore, as students, you raised awareness about hearing loss in the local Newark community, offering 500 hearing screenings annually and providing information on strategies to prevent and avoid hearing loss. Through these initiatives and others, you've not only provided essential medical care, but also uplifted the spirits of those in need, demonstrating the transformative power of compassionate healthcare. This commitment is what will set you apart as a physician of extraordinary compassion. I urge you to continue to listen to the voices of our communities, learn from their lived experiences, and strive to meet their needs with empathy and compassion. As you take your place among the ranks of physicians, I want to express my deepest gratitude to the faculty and staff of New Jersey Medical School for their unwavering support and guidance. These were challenging years, not only for you as students, but also for your educators, who had to pivot quickly and continuously adjust educational activities during an unprecedented time. They have served as your mentors, your teachers, and in a few moments, your colleagues, and we are forever grateful to have them as part of our Rutgers Health community. And as we embark on the journey of creating the Rutgers School of Medicine, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, and each of you, our graduating class, for your invaluable contributions to this vision of the future. So today, as you embark on the next chapter of your journey, I hope that you continue to cherish the relationships you made with your classmates and your educators as alumni of this great institution. The years to come will be among the most challenging, rewarding, demanding, inspiring, and most of all, wonderful years of your lives. Through it all, never forget that it's a real privilege to be a physician, and I welcome you today to this company. On my wall, since my own graduation, is a quotation from my own medical school mentor, Dr. Philip Tumulty of Johns Hopkins, which, by the way, explains the bumblebee colors of my graduation outfit. Dr. Tumulty was a true scholar and pioneer of humanism in healthcare. He said, quote, "You're engaged in the service of the sick with the knowledge you're acquiring as a scientist, with your clinical art developed through experience, with the warmth of your own spirit and the strength of your own character, and with the laying on of your hands and in response to your words, you can make the sick better and fill the dying with peace. These are great powers, always deserve them," unquote. These words always remind me of how fortunate I am to have found my profession. What you do in the years to come will impact lives in the most direct and meaningful ways, and that is the greatest joy. So on behalf of Rutgers Health, congratulations, and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Dr. Strum. I'm going to take a little departure from our script just to clarify something. As many of you know, my specialty is adolescent and young adult medicine. So I treat teenagers and young adults. And I run a division that takes care of many, many young people. And it was important for us to find ways to communicate with the teenagers and young adults in our community. And one very successful way of doing that is through TikTok. So I got the bright idea that it would be great for our adolescent medicine faculty and staff to make a TikTok video. So I did that. The next morning, I woke up and I called the chair of orthopedics and said, I need an emergency knee transplant or something, artificial knee. They took great care of me, drained 50 cc's of blood from my right knee, and told me, you really have to take it easy. And part of taking it easy means wearing a brace, and part of it taking it easily means carrying this thing around. And just even today, the chair of orthopedics says, you really have to slow down. So one of the things we're going to do to slow down is that I'm calling on the executive vice dean of New Jersey Medical School to handle a significant part of the ceremony today. Dr. Maria Soto-Green has been the second in command of the school as long as I've been dean. Dr. Soto-Green is a member of the class of 1980 and a professor of medicine and several other departments. And is the individual who really holds everything together. So now I'm going to call to the podium Dr. Maria Soto-Green.
So thank you, Dr. Johnson. So it is now my privilege to present the first award. I must say I did know Dr. Bergen, but it's the Stanley S. Bergen Jr. MD Medal of Excellence. The Stanley S. Bergen Jr. MD Medal of Excellence was originally established by the Board of Trustees of the former University of Medicine and Dentistry of New Jersey in honor of its founding president, Dr. Bergen. Under Dr. Bergen's direction, UMDNJ became the largest health professions freestanding university and boosted medical access throughout the state of New Jersey. We are pleased to carry on with Dr. Bergen's vision. The recipient of this year's award is Dr. Amar Desai. Amar, could you please come forward? So I'd like to share a few comments. Since matriculating at New Jersey Medical School, Amar has been involved in numerous activities in support of our community, including his work with the Student Family Healthcare Center, where he served as a student director and as co-chair of quality assurance and quality improvement and faculty recruitment committees. His deep commitment to service was recognized by his election to the NJMS chapter of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. In addition to service, Amar has conducted many research projects which have been published in renowned journals, including the Journal of the American Academy of Dermatology. He has presented his research at a number of regional and national meetings. As co-president and director of research for the NJMS Dermatology Interest Group, he successfully guided his peers through development of their own manuscripts and managed the group's lecture series and summer research program. Amar's commitment to academic excellence has also led to his being elected to the NJMS chapter of Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society. He is graduating with distinction in entrepreneurship and innovation. Amar, I'm pleased to present you, and if you can step forward, with the Stanley S. Bergen Award. Great pride. So I'd like to again, Dr. Desai, thank you again for amazing contributions to our community. And it is now my pleasure to present the second award. The Dean Charles L. Brown Award, which was made possible through the generosity of the New Jersey Medical School Alumni Association. This award was established in memory of the first Dean of New Jersey Medical School. Each year, the recipient is selected by their fellow classmates for their significant contribution to the school and their colleagues. We are proud to present this year's award to Dr. Taryn Yedikian. So a few words. Since matriculating at New Jersey Medical School, Taryn has been involved in numerous activities in support of our community. His commitment to service and helping others was recognized by his election to the NJMS chapter of the Goal Humanism Honor Society. Taryn is graduating with distinction in medical education, a program that recognizes students in significant leadership roles in medical education. Those who are selected to participate in this rigorous program receive didactic training, gain significant experience in teaching and mentoring, and complete a scholarly project in medical education. Additionally, Taryn served as Vice President of the Student Council, where he demonstrated impressive leadership skills. Congratulations, Dr. Yedikian. We appreciate the many contributions you've made to the school and to your colleagues. Pretty amazing, right? And we can hear all the loved ones. The next award is the 2024 Leonard Tao Humanism in Medicine Award, presented by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, which is dedicated to creating innovative medical education programs that foster humanism in medicine. This award honors both a graduating medical student and a faculty member who best demonstrate the foundation's ideals of outstanding compassion in the delivery of care, respect for patients, their families, and healthcare colleagues. This year, the Tao Humanism in Medicine Award student recipient is Dr. Jeffrey Hanover. Jeffrey, would you please come forward? I must say a few quick words. I thought he lived in the building, and he was always at the hospital. But Dr. Hanover has maintained an exceptional academic record, leading him to be elected to the NJMS chapter of Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society. Jeffrey's commitment to outstanding patient care led to his being elected by his peers to the NJMS chapter of the Goal Humanism Honor Society. As a fourth-year medical student, Jeffrey was selected as a student chief, where he served as the primary mentor for third-year clerkships. His compassion and dedication to both his patients and his peers has been truly inspirational. Jeffrey, all we can say, we are proud of all you've accomplished while at NJMS. Great, and we're going to continue on this greatness. The faculty recipient of the Tao Humanism in Medicine Award is Dr. Rachel Rosenberg. An assistant professor in the New Jersey Medical School Department of Family Medicine. Dr. Rosenberg is the medical director of the New Jersey Family Practice Center and a medical educator in both the pre-clerkship and clinical settings. She is deeply passionate about providing high-quality primary care to her patients, including those who have been historically marginalized. She believes that primary care can be instrumental in combating health disparities and that the health of communities improves when family physicians are providing reproductive health care, treatment of substance use disorder, and other crucial care for vulnerable populations. Dr. Rosenberg takes great joy in observing students experience the impact of a humanistic connection with patients. Dr. Rosenberg, I know she doesn't have to travel far. Will you please come to the stage? And this award is given to you in honor of your ongoing commitment to humanism and the practice of medicine. You have always been an example to our students and faculty and have served as a role model for everyone who comes in contact with you. Thank you for modeling this behavior for our students and for being an exemplar of this value. We are delighted to present you with this award. And I just want to make sure we didn't miss anything on here. So we're going to get So the next award we'd like to invite the New Jersey Health Foundation Excellence in Teaching Award and the New Jersey Health Foundation Excellence in Research Award. I call to the podium our Associate Dean for Admissions, who needs no introduction, and Vice Chair and CEO of the New Jersey Health Foundation, Dr. George Heinrich, an alumnus of the class of 1972.
Thank you, Dr. Soto-Green. I think Dr. Costa did a great job in recognizing a lot of people who got you to this point, and certainly we are a family, and it is always important to remember those who are there for us and will be there for us as we go forward. And I congratulate all of you. It's very personal for me. I assume many of you remember when I called you to tell you were accepted at New Jersey Medical School. I assume some of the families may remember that moment also. It's fun for me. In case you can't tell, I enjoy calling people to tell them they're accepted at medical school. It's a lot of fun. Stories, some censored, but most of them are really good. We're all very proud of you. We have all become physicians to make a difference in this world, and that's what it's all about. You're empowered to do that. Remember, we take care of people. That's what it's all about, lest we forget that in some of the challenges we face. We are here for our patients to keep them well. Talking about giving out these awards, this is a great privilege for me. New Jersey Health Foundation has been recognizing excellence in teaching and excellence in research for 35 years. We've been giving out these awards. It really brings to distinguish those of our faculty who make a difference in everybody else's life through what they do. It gives me great pleasure to present the New Jersey Health Foundation Excellent in Teaching Award to Dr. George Holen, an outstanding educator at New Jersey Medical School. Dr. Holen, please come forward. Dr. Holen joined the Office of Education in 2019 as an anatomy educator, teaching across all courses within the pre-clerkship curriculum, as well as in the dental and graduate schools. Dr. Holen has become a leader within anatomy, utilizing his unique skills as a physical therapist, building upon the existing team-based learning curriculum, and becoming a mentor to students. During the pandemic, right after he started, he transitioned the entire anatomy curriculum to virtual. Despite this tremendous work, he generously offered optional in-person anatomy sessions to interested students. In addition, he developed an anatomy curriculum for the freshman Introduction to Resources skills and training program, allowing students to obtain insight into medical school and guiding them to study skills. He has received a Golden Apple Award for excellence in teaching for every year it's been offered since he started. It's pretty good. I do have to make a few personal comments here that I've asked Dr. Holland to speak at sessions where we invite our entering students to come and see the school, and he has shared his passion with those students. We've interacted several times, and there's a lot he has to offer. So congratulations on receiving the New Jersey Health Foundation Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Holland. It's now my pleasure to present the New Jersey Health Excellence in Research Award, which recognizes a New Jersey Medical School faculty member for outstanding research performed during the last academic year. I'm honored to present this award to Dr. Sylvia Christakos, Distinguished Professor in the Department of Microbiology, Biochemistry, and Molecular Genetics. Dr. Christakos, would you please? Dr. Christakos' pioneering research has examined the role of vitamin D deficiency in bone loss, as well as in breast cancer and autoimmune diseases. She has made important discoveries into the relationship between vitamin D and its receptor on the expression of genes responsible for the maintenance of calcium balance, inhibition of growth of breast cancer cells, and inhibition of autoimmune inflammation associated with multiple sclerosis. Her research revealed that the vitamin D receptor, together with vitamin D and co-regulatory proteins, can alter the structure of the chromosome at the central regions for these genes to turn them on and off. This groundbreaking research has been internationally recognized, including numerous grants from the National Institute of Health. And again, on a personal note, through the admissions process, Dr. Christakos is always there. We have a crisis, we need an interviewer, she's there. She has contributed tremendously to the admissions process over the years. And so as my dean, in my role as Dean of Admissions, I certainly want to share that perspective as well. Dr. Christakos, congratulations on receiving the New Jersey Health Foundation Excellence in Research Award. Thank you for sharing and acknowledging the excellence of our faculty. Congratulations again to all of you, and I look forward to seeing each of you right after the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Heinrich, and congratulations, Dr. Holland and Dr. Christakos. Now, I gotta find the right spot here. So, you know, the way these are set up, each speaker turns over. Dr. Heinrich had his own script. So, all right. We now come to the New Jersey Medical School Distinguished Alumnus Award. It was established by the New Jersey Medical Schools Alumni Association to recognize outstanding achievement of one of our graduates. This year's recipient is Dr. Jason Chien, a graduate of the New Jersey Medical School class of 1994. Dr. Chien, please come forward. Dr. Chien is a physician scientist with a passion for improving the lives of patients, reflected by his lifelong contributions to academia, clinical medicine, and drug development. During its journey across the healthcare industry, he has developed a keen ability to identify a patient's unmet needs, integrate these insights into the latest scientific discoveries, and formulate research and development strategies that fit the business needs of specific biotech and pharma industries. Dr. Chien is consistently recognized for his strategic thinking, thoughtful decision-making, and ability to inspire and mentor collaborative teams to take the initiative and develop results in the face of uncertainty. His leadership and style is defined by courage, authenticity, and pragmatism. We are delighted to recognize Dr. Chien at this time. We are delighted that Dr. Chien accepted our invitation to deliver the keynote address at this ceremony. Dr. Chien?
Wow. This amazing place. Well, thank you, Dean Johnson, and esteemed faculty and honored guests for this opportunity for me to share my story exactly 30 years after I graduated from this fine institution. I must confess, though, that I actually did not attend my own graduation. So to come full circle and have a second chance, and in this capacity, I am truly grateful and honored. So thank you. Mothers, and I hear there's a few mothers in the class. Happy belated Mother's Day. Let's give them a hand. What a wonderful gift, your very own doctor, right? Class of 2024, it is truly an honor to be here with you today. At this culmination of nearly 20 years of hard work, starting from your earliest years in grade school, thousands of hours of extracurricular activities, weekend games, matches, meets, preparing for hundreds of quizzes, tests, exams, essays, PSATs, SATs, MCATs, board exams, early mornings, late evenings, all-nighters, endless applications and personal statements. It's giving me PTSD just to list all these things. Parents, this was hard work. You did it. That's right, it's the parents, right? You're unrelenting, yeah. Your unrelenting nurturing and sometimes pushing of these seedlings is finally blossoming into your own personal concierge physician. 24/7, 365 days a year, always on call for those ailments that you just don't feel comfortable telling your own doctor. You know, like, what's going on down there? Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna give Joe a call. Or Jan a call. So congratulations. Graduates, as you stand poised to take your first steps on this fantastical journey, I offer you a story that still represents an important touchstone for me in my life. This is a story about love, hardship, exploration, and compassion. In 2010, a 14-year-old girl named Aisha and her mother, Aditi, traveled from India to see me at my clinic at the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Research Center in Seattle. Aisha was born with a fatal disease that many of you will know as the bubble boy's disease, otherwise known as severe combined immunodeficiency syndrome. at the time, treatment was not available in India for this fatal disease. And it just so happens, unfortunately, that her parents had previously had another daughter who died of the same disease. So they were determined to save Aisha's life. They pulled together every rupee they had, and then they borrowed more from their family, and they took Aisha to London, where at the age of 6 months old, after what back then was considered a GoFundMe campaign that was led by the compassionate community, Indian community in London, Aisha received a life-saving bone marrow transplant. When I met Aisha, she was frail, but wide-eyed and very alert. She was taking shallow breaths through a tube that brought more oxygen to her small body than ambient air can provide. Her mother was very impressive, pleasant, and very prepared. But you can detect in every word she spoke a sense of anxiety. You see, several months prior, Aisha noticed that she was developing more and more short of breath after being all these years disease-free. When she went to her doctors, they told her that she had severe pulmonary fibrosis, likely caused by one of the drugs that she received in preparation for that bone marrow transplant back in 1996. See, that drug has set in motion a progressive scarring process in her lung that over a decade had caused severe lung fibrosis, so severe that at age 14, her life was dependent on that oxygen tank that she carried with her 24/7. That year, when I met Aisha, I was an associate professor, secure in a career in translational research. Throughout my very early years, I was the beneficiary of multiple mentors who instilled in me the highest standards for patient care and scientific research. They encouraged me to embrace my beginner's mindset, take risks, and explore the path less traveled. After nearly 2 years of education, residency, fellowship, research, and seeing hundreds of patients, I had established myself in the tiniest of medical niches, hyper-focused on understanding and treating patients like Aisha. Aisha's mother shared with me that her doctors in India told her that she would die within a year without a lung transplant, and that they've been flying all over the world seeking second opinions from lung transplant doctors. They came to me not because I was a lung transplant physician, but because I had this experience in the clinical care of these patients and did my research in this area. But more importantly, they were hoping that my experience might validate the recommendations of these surgeons. My assessment confirmed that Aisha's lungs were severely damaged, and her condition was likely progressive and irreversible. I explained what getting a lung transplant meant, the very long road of recovery, what she might experience with graft rejection, the fact that she needed to take continued immunosuppressive therapy for the rest of her life, and that this might lead to life-threatening infections requiring multiple procedures and hospitalizations, and that this will all impact her quality of life. I closed with this very long discussion with one last statistic, that at the time, 50% of lung transplant recipients died 5 years after transplant. This seemed to suck the air right out of my clinic room for what seemed like an eternity. Mature well beyond her age, Aisha reflected on what I said and asked, "Dr. Chien, what should I do?" As a physician, this is a question that is going to be asked of you hundreds, if not thousands of times. Most of the time, the answer is pretty straightforward. High blood pressure needs to be treated, a broken bone needs to be mended. More than often, the answer won't be so straightforward, but you'll be able to work through the data and you'll come up with a personalized recommendation for your patient that will still benefit them. However, rarely you won't have a good answer. While your instinct as a physician might be to do everything you can to protect and prolong life, you must also remember, first, do no harm. These are perhaps the most difficult moments of being a doctor, when you realize the treatment options at your disposal are unfortunately unsatisfying. And you and your patient face a very difficult decision to make. In these situations, the compassion with which you deliver the facts is just as important as the facts themselves. Aisha, I responded, I can't tell you what to do because I'm not in your shoes. But I can tell you that a lung transplant is not a cure. You will be essentially replacing one disease with another. A few months later, I received a long and unexpected email from Aditi. She informed me that Aisha had made the brave decision that she was not going to move forward with the lung transplant, that she was ready to accept her fate. And while her father, Nurin, was very much against this decision, their family decided that they would respect her wishes. In that same email, Aditi also asked me to help her manage Aisha's disease. Over the next several months, we exchanged emails within which I gave guidance on how to manage Aisha's medications, oxygen, rehabilitation. And slowly, with her medications optimized, Aisha's lung function stabilized and her symptoms improved, enough for her to resume life as a teenager. Eventually, the email stopped and our lives moved on. During that same year, at the peak of my academic career, I was contemplating a major decision as well. While I valued patient care and research, there was a sense of urgency that I couldn't satisfy with the cadence of NIH funding. As I began to explore alternative career paths, I found myself attracted to the industry of drug development. I heard little about this career during my medical school years, but on several occasions it was mentioned to me that this is a career path where my skills has the potential to impact millions of lives. With much contemplation and excitement, and of course, with my wife's blessing, I made a major career shift, embracing my beginner's mindset again and joined what some might call the dark side of healthcare. What I experienced exceeded all my expectations. People working in this industry are passionate, hardworking, patient-centric, and surprisingly, not all of them are focused on the bottom line. I've had the opportunity to work with some of the most amazing professionals in this industry. Chemists, pharmacologists, biologists, immunologists, virologists, microbiologists, clinical operations specialists, regulatory specialists, strategists, toxicologists, epidemiologists, statisticians, engineers, economists, financial analysts, venture capitalists, marketers, policymakers, and physicians from practically every continent on this earth. This transition also offered me the opportunity to break out of that hyper-focused academic niche and work on a vast range of diseases that afflict both adults and children. Nearly 15 years later, I can honestly say that each day working on the leading edge of biotech to bring new and improved therapies to patients is just as thrilling as the first. The dark side wasn't nearly as dark as I thought it was going to be. You see, under the relatively slow changing landscape of healthcare, there is a constant buzz in scientific and business innovation. The first golden age of medicine was during the first half of the 20th century, when major advances in antibiotics, vaccines, surgery resulted in massive improvements in public health and human lifespan. Today, we are in the midst of a second golden age, initiated by discoveries that led to a deep understanding of immunology and the human genome, enhanced by biomedical, protein, and genetic engineering, and now about to be catapulted with AI-driven drug discovery. Physicians now have access to drugs for treating diseases that we never thought was possible. Cystic fibrosis, sickle cell disease, thalassemia, many deadly cancers, and many hereditary genetic diseases. These advances are now synergizing with innovations in technology and robotics, bringing us virtual clinics, AI-generated healthcare assistants, ambulatory monitoring devices, diagnostics, and remote-controlled surgical robotics. Every major tech company, like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, Meta, NVIDIA, have fast-growing healthcare divisions that are all in the race to leverage generative AI to transform the way patients and doctors interact. So here's the most exciting part of all this. Now, I might be a little biased, but when you leave here today, you will hold in your hands the most coveted degree anyone can receive. Not only will you be granted with the privilege of taking care of patients, but you will have the key to unlock every one of these career paths. The opportunity to redefine how, when, where, and why patients are treated. The world needs well-trained and compassionate physicians like you in all of these fields. These opportunities can be yours if you have the courage to follow your curiosity and the will to apply your strong work ethic. When I came to my mid-career crossroads, these values awakened in me my beginner's mindset, pushing me to venture outside my comfort zone. And in the words of William F. O'Brien, I believe that it was better to try and fail than to never have tried at all. In 2015, at the age of 18, Aisha passed. During the pandemic, Aisha's father, reached out to me and filled me in on those 4 years since I last heard from Aditi. That story is worthy of 2 movies, The Sky is Pink and Black Sunshine Baby. Both can be found on Netflix. If you have the chance to watch these movies, you'll find that in addition to savoring the mundane activities of life, Aisha lived those years with a sense of urgency. Her list of achievements is well beyond everyone's wildest dreams. She became a painter. She wrote and published a book. She became a public speaker, with her stories still impacting people's lives today. 2 years ago, I had dinner with Naren and Aditi, both of whom have become close friends. Toward the end of that dinner, I confessed that I often replay in my mind those words that I'd shared with Aisha and wonder how I could have been less blunt with my guidance. Aditi looked at me as if to ask, "Why would you ask such a question?" Then she answered, "When we came to you, we were on a train hurtling towards a cliff. The sincerity and clarity of your guidance gave Aisha what she needed to make her decision. Your support gave her the time to accomplish all the things that she had dreamed about and gave the family additional time and precious time with her that we hadn't otherwise expected. Class of 2024, as you will come to appreciate, our period of productivity on this earth is short and precious. More than ever, you are in a position to make a major positive impact on our ever-changing healthcare system. As you set off on this medical journey, I urge you to embrace your beginner's mindset, explore the unknown, and practice the art of medicine with compassion. Thank you.
Dr. Chien, please come back up, please. Thank you so much for sharing those wonderful remarks to our graduates and giving them such great advice. As a token of our appreciation for your coming today, we present you with this award that signifies the importance of your being here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Trying to find the play. Amazing, impressive, right? And that's what you will be doing. So thank you again, Dr. Chien. I hope that the words of inspiration, right, will continue to propel you forward. So now we will move to hear a message from the president of the NJMS Student Council, Dr. Amanda Azer. Dr. Azer, please come forward. So Amanda, a few words. Your drive and desire to improve the quality of life for your classmates at the New Jersey Medical School has been clearly demonstrated throughout your time at NJMS. Your roles in student council, including treasurer and ultimately president, as well as the Rutgers Senate, have been recognized by your classmates and by school leadership. You have maintained an outstanding academic record at New Jersey Medical School, which led to your being elected to the New Jersey Medical School chapter of the Alpha Omega Alpha. Since matriculating, you have been involved, I can attest to that, in numerous activities serving our community, including your involvement with the Student Family Healthcare Clinic. I applaud your unwavering advocacy on behalf of our school and its students and your ability to make a positive impact. We turn to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Soto-Green, and hello, everyone. I'd once again like to welcome the class of 2024 to our final destination, graduation. I'd also like to thank the NJMS administration and faculty for being with us here today and for our outstanding friends and family. My name is Amanda Azer, and it is an honor to be standing before you today. These last 4 years have been quite a trip. And in true fourth-year manner, it's only fitting that we reminisce and compare these last 4 years to a vacation, since that's all most of us have been doing anyway. Now, I know what you're thinking. Amanda, you're insane. Medical school was not relaxing, and it was not fun, and vacation is that. And I agree with you. Yes, I'm a little bit insane, and medical school was one of the most difficult things we've all had to do. But even the least enjoyable trips have the most beautiful memories if they're spent with the right people. And so our journey begins with our first year, the plane ride, and we hit major turbulence. We fell victim to COVID University, meeting each other online, having very awkward icebreaker sessions, and very, very poorly guessing each other's heights. Deep, I could have swore that you were taller on Zoom. But we struggled. We struggled to attain that human interaction that we all craved, and we struggled to learn essential aspects of medicine throughout this process. Our family members, pets, and even some stuffed animals became our patients as we couldn't practice on one another. And Zoom turned out to be a lot trickier than we all expected, with many suffering from the automatic unmute. You know who you are. But despite all of this, we survived the flight together. Next was our second year, the only beat-up motel that we could afford. We came back to campus bright-eyed and excited to be back in campus with our friends and finally meeting each other in person. And like our motel, it wasn't what was pictured online. Turns out that juggling your academic responsibilities, your in-person sessions, research, trying to figure out where you fit in medicine, all with your newfound social freedom was a lot more daunting than we expected. Fortunately, we had each other to fall back on. We had Gigi's motivational messages lift our spirits through the darkest of times that came in handy, especially after that third neuro exam. And we had Jeff's Anki deck save our medical school careers. And I really wish that I had Jeff during residency to answer all of my questions. Step one then separated us once again to our not so comfortable motel rooms, but we stayed connected and got each other through even that level of discomfort. We began to see the light during our third year, the sights we see. We got to see the wonders of the world, the fishbowl on GLO, the ORs on E-level, the St. Barnabas Starbucks, and especially the gourmet VA cafeteria. We got to smell scents that we never expected, like the colorectal flora on St. Barnabas. And let me tell you, my swimmer's lungs came in handy rounding on that service. We got to share ideas, diagnoses, plans, and most importantly, complaints. We had a devil and an angel on each of our shoulders pulling us into multiple directions during our rotations. But we thrived during third year. We strengthened our bond as the most unlikely of people became the best of friends. We supported each other through the uncomfortable pimp sessions by whispering the answers in one another's ears. And we lent a shoulder to lean on or an ear to rant to in the most difficult of times. Lucy got me through a couple of rotations and got an earful doing it. And we finally began to learn what we wanted to pursue in medicine. And finally, the best part of any trip, the food we ate. And like a restaurant menu, we finally got the opportunity to choose. We got to choose our schedules, our specialties of interest, our future colleagues, and we found so much joy in making those decisions and sharing them with one another. That's not to say that we didn't face some difficulty during our fourth year. We shared our surprise as we were baffled when anybody gave us any sort of work since our senioritis was at an all-time high. And we shared our concerns during the ERAS cycle as we had a debrief session with our classmates to help us translate the language of interview season. Taryn endured my incessant phone calls and worry throughout the entire process. But we also shared our joy during this year. We lived vicariously through one another as we watched each other travel the world and learn to do our hobbies that we never got time to do previously. I know I thrived watching Esther's travels on social media. But throughout all these 4 years, we shared our tears, we shared our joy and happiness, and throughout all of it, we endured. And for this wonderful trip, some essential thank yous are necessary. My first thank you goes to God, who gave me the strength and the grace to get through these 4 years and achieve every single goal that I have set for myself, and to whom I credit for all of my success. My second thank you goes to our friends and family, and especially my friends and family who dealt with a lot. Thank you so much for your unwavering support, your unconditional love, and the reminder that we are all more than our careers in medicine. And finally, to my classmates, each and every one of you have taught me essential life lessons that I will take with me through residency and through the rest of my life. To Daniela and Kelly, thank you for teaching me that you're never alone in your shared misery, as we all discussed during our PCM sessions. To Danny and Brian, thank you for teaching me to laugh through every difficulty in life, as we did together at our surgery at the VA. To Miriam, throughout these 4 years, thank you for teaching me that balance is the key to everything in life. And to Karen, thank you for teaching me strength and to continue girl bossing in everything that I do. And I can't wait for each of you to teach these lessons to your future colleagues and medical students. And thus I circle back to our medical school vacation. On every trip we take, the people are more important than the destination. I urge you to take this with you, as our next trip is equally difficult, residency. Learn from your co-residents. I know that Jordan and Taryn will be teaching me throughout these next 5 years. Learn from your patients, as they can teach us just as much as we can teach them. We're all on our way to a destination that we worked so hard to travel. It's our turn to shape the future generations of medicine. And I have no doubt that our class will create the most empathetic, skilled, and intelligent doctors that this school has produced. Thank you.
So thank you very much, Amanda, for sharing your reflections. We appreciate your leadership and service to our school. At this time, I'd like to invite Lieutenant Arundel Lewis of the United States Navy, who will administer the oath of office for our military graduate. Lieutenant Lewis, would you please come forward? We also invite our military graduate, Dr. Ricardo Cortez, to come to the stage to take the oath of office.
Good day, Rutgers, and congratulations, class of 2024. First, I would like to briefly thank the faculty and staff for allowing us to be here today. I would like to begin by highlighting the importance of the oath of office. On April 30th, 1789, George Washington, the first president of the United States, took the first recorded oath of office. This pivotal moment set the stage for future leaders, emphasizing the solemn commitment to uphold the responsibilities and duties entrusted to them. Today, we continue this tradition to uphold the principles of one's office and our great nation. Let us begin. To our active duty, reserve, and retirees, please join us. Attention to oath. Go ahead and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Ricardo Cortez,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully execute
and faithfully execute
the office upon which I'm about to enter.
the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Lieutenant Lewis, and thank you, Dr. Cortez, for your commitment to serve our country and your fellow soldiers. We commend you. And now, doctors, here we've coming to our journey together. During their White Coat ceremony, our incoming students recited the oath of Hippocrates. At this time, we ask that they reaffirm this oath. Dr. Michelle Della Piazza, an associate professor in the Department of Medicine, was selected by the class of 2024 to administer the oath of Hippocrates. Dr. Della Piazza, can you please come forward? Will the graduating class please rise? We also invite any physicians present to rise and recite this oath with our graduates.
Good morning, and congratulations to the class of 2024, and thank you for your continued inspiration as you graduate on this day. Please refer to the Oath of Hippocrates in the back inside cover of your program and recite each line with me. The Oath of Hippocrates. I do solemnly swear by that which I hold most sacred, that I will be loyal to the profession of medicine and just and generous to its members, that I will lead my life and practice my art in uprightness and honor, that into whatsoever house I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick, holding myself aloof from wrong, from corruption, and from the tempting of others to vice, that I will exercise my art solely for the care of my patients and will give no drug and perform no operation for a criminal purpose, far less suggest it. That whatsoever I shall see or hear of the lives of people which is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep it inviolably secret. These things I do promise, and in proportion as I am faithful to this my oath, may happiness and good repute be ever mine, and the opposite if I shall be forsworn. Congratulations, the class of 2024. Please be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Della Piazza. To assist with the presentation of the doctoral hoods, NJMS Alumni Association certificates, and pins, I would like to call on Dr. George Heinrich, class of 1972, Dr. Luis Alzate Duque, class of 2014, and Dr. Christian Traba, class of 2006, and Dr. Hill. And then Dr. Hill, we have you.
Will the class of 2024 please come forward? Dr. Samson Abab. Dr. George Abdel Malik. Dr. Mohsen Ahmed. Dr. Timitope Ali. Dr. Madeline Andreas. Dr. Taylor Anthony. Dr. Daniel Arroyo. Dr. Amifa Asari. Dr. Nasir Asif. Dr. Harnoor Athwal. Dr. Amanda Azer. Dr. Sadithya Badeti. Dr. Michael Backnell. Dr. John Patrick Besserell, Dr. Amina Binda Wood, Dr. Daniel Berkowitz, Dr. Christy Bono, Dr. Leanne Boyle, Dr. Jacob Buckner, Dr. Jorge Caseda, Dr. Allison Caceres, Dr. Alexandra Katoya, Dr. Ruchna Chilakapati, Dr. Jaehoon Choi, Dr. Hanan Chaudhry, Dr. Dan Chun, Dr. Monica Chung, Dr. Harriet Coley, Dr. Louis Collins, Dr. Daniela Colombo, Dr. Ricardo Cortez, Dr. Alexandra Cruz Malone, Dr. Nicholas Kapari, Dr. Alina Dar, Dr. Rushi Dave, Dr. Matthew Del Senor, Dr. Amar Desai, Dr. Athan Danda, Dr. Emily Duffus, Dr. Hani Ladle, Dr. John Fasteneau, Dr. Neil Cathoke, Dr. Mina Gabriel, Dr. Alexandra Gomez, Dr. Sanjil Gomez, Dr. Emily Grew, Dr. Alexandra Griffith, Dr. Lisa Gu, Dr. Jeffrey Guo, Dr. Marshall Guo, Dr. Aiden Hanna, Dr. Jeffrey Hanover, Dr. Minki Hong, Dr. Miriam Ibrahim, Dr. Priyanshi Jain, Dr. Hyuna Esther Jain, Dr. Ryan Jin, Dr. Pradeep Joseph, Dr. Brian Kim, Dr. Dongmin Kim, Dr. Karen Kang, Dr. Nathaniel Kurt, Dr. Eric Kuklinski. Dr. Carla Larios. Dr. Brian Lee. Dr. Dahi Lee. Dr. Danielle Lee. Dr. Jessica Lee. Dr. William Lee. Dr. Edward Lathide. Dr. Kara Lescott. Dr. Calvin Lung. Dr. Alyssa Lillian. Dr. Lauren Lin. Oops. There you go. Dr. Matthew Linz. Dr. Angelica Lopez. Dr. Maisha Mansour. Dr. Laura Marone. Dr. Kelly McManus. Dr. Alexandra Meter. Dr. Juhi Mehta. Dr. Shambhavi Metgood. Dr. Kaylee Mishra. Dr. Anurag Modak. Dr. Mahanaz Mosen. Dr. Ethan Morrison. Dr. Sri Natkarni. Dr. Ian Nadler. Dr. Parith Nagaraj. Dr. Smriti Nair. Dr. Mendel Newworth. Dr. John Navar. Dr. Reet Antikam. Dr. Esther Obokiri. Dr. Arnold Operanosia. Arnold. Dr. Jacinia Palacio Meadows. Dr. Mark Palma. Dr. Marissa Palmieri. Dr. Pradyusha Pandu. Dr. Pranav Parikh. Dr. Claire Park. Dr. Jay Patel. Dr. Kajal Patel. Dr. Nidhi Patel. Dr. Nikita Patel. Dr. Lucinaldo Perez Sanchez. Dr. Christian Persicati. Dr. Jacqueline Pimenta. Dr. Lisa Pinero. Dr. Ankar Podar. Dr. Wei Chien. Dr. Vivian Key. Dr. Karina Rahman. Dr. Deep Rana. Dr. Avneet Randhavu. Dr. Vishali Ravakumar. Dr. Erica Rigo. Dr. Victoria Ribeiro. Dr. Mohammed Rapani. Dr. Antoine St. Victor. Dr. Stephen Salerno. Dr. Holly Sarkodi. Dr. Meg Shaw. Dr. Payal Shah. Dr. Rohan Shah. Dr. Vraj Shah. Dr. Jay Shahani. Dr. Siraj Sheikh. Dr. Thihavni Shihora. Dr. Sarah Shoab. Abe. Dr. Stephanie Silva. Dr. Priyanka Singh. Dr. Matthew St. Fleur. Dr. Alexandra Stepanovic. Dr. Sarah Sabana. Dr. Shamala Subramani. Dr. Priya Taylor. Dr. Catherine Traub. Dr. Tu Chung. Dr. Ethan Tyree. Dr. Jessica Yobochi. Dr. Jordan Arias. Dr. Maria Vega Garces. Dr. Githar Sravia Gupta. Dr. Jacob Galecki. Dr. John Walters. Dr. Shad Yazin. Dr. Taryn Yadikian. Dr. Ruth Yu. Dr. Meredith Young. Dr. Bianca Ugar. Dr. Evelyn Zepeda. Dr. Mary Zai. Dr. Shani Zhao. Dr. Aretha Zhu. Dr. Daniel Zunger.
Let's have a big round of applause for the class of 2024. If my memory and arithmetic serves me correctly, this is the 20th time I've had the pleasure of shaking the hands of our newest alumni. Now, and this is the first time I've ever done it sitting on a stool. And I think it's a good idea. Let's continue to do it. Members of the class of 2024, you have made the transition. You are now ready to go out into society and embrace the responsibility that lies ahead of you. Make sure that you enter into this profession with pride, dignity, and most of all, humility. At today's ceremony, each of you received a certificate welcoming you into the New Jersey Medical School Alumni Association, along with a pen. I encourage you to embrace and participate in the important work that this organization does, especially on behalf of current and future students at New Jersey Medical School. Please stay in touch with us and embrace the relationship you formed here at New Jersey Medical School. Share your accomplishments with us and your progress as you enter into training and indeed as you move throughout your career. May each of you experience abundant success and joy in the profession that lies ahead of you. Again, congratulations, class of 2024. This concludes our convocation ceremony. We ask the members of the audience to please remain seated until the platform party and graduates have exited the auditorium. Dr. Rameswar, please join me on my right, and Dr. Vicario, please join Dr. Strom on your left, and let us process out. Thank you.